Hi, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Clinic Live. How are you today? I remain your host, Marlai, and Oputi. Thank you to all our members, all our viewers. I'm so grateful for your time, for your followership. Thank you to all our new joiners and our new subscribers as well on YouTube, on our Facebook platform. Thank you so much for always joining us and for participating. So today we'll be looking at an interesting topic that says, is it really hard to do the right thing in marriage? Is it really hard to do the right thing in marriage? Someone put this question forward, yesterday and was asking, is it really a hard thing for couples, for a husband or for a wife to do the right thing in marriage? And that question sends me thinking that really um is it as hard as we make it seem? Is it really hard for a wife to do the right thing in marriage or for a husband to do the right thing in marriage, considering that you actually married someone that you love and you should be able to do anything, and I mean anything, to make them happy and to please them? The truth is, it's it's not hard to do the right thing in marriage, especially for those who understand the purpose of marriage, who understand the techniques of marriage, who understand the mechanism of marriage, for those who really understand the concept of marriage through the eyes of God, who happens to be the originator of marriage. They will not find it difficult to do the right thing in marriage, because the truth is, understanding also drives our action. Your depth of understanding also determines, how you behave, how you think. As he thinketh in his heart, so is he. That thinking is has to do with the depth on the level of understanding that you have. That is what will reflect in your life and in every facet of your life. So that is also applicable to marriage, because see, if you don't really understand what this marriage thing is all about, then you will go in there and make a big mess of it. And the truth is, some don't have adequate knowledge that can help to support their behavior or their attitude or their day-to-day activity in that marriage. They don't have the adequate knowledge. And the truth is, when you tell people, see, get knowledge, get understanding, we know what we are saying, because we know that, see, if you don't understand this thing, if you don't know it, the reason why some people pass exam at one sitting and some will fail the same exam or rewrite that exam severally before passing is because those that passed it at one sitting have understood all the concept about the subject matter. They understood the topic, they know it, and it didn't just jump at them. They know it because they sought after that knowledge, they sought after that understanding. And with the depth of understanding they had, they could solve any question. That is how it is in marriage. It's not as hard as we make it seem if we have the right knowledge, if we have the right understanding about what marriage should entail. Now, another thing is, what makes it look like it's hard, for people to do the right thing, is because, see, some people are naturally selfish in nature. Going to school or getting academic qualification is not the same as you developing yourself, you experiencing a inner transformation, you becoming cultured or cultivated in your approach towards life, in the way you do things. The fact that you are a graduate does not mean you are educated or you are exposed. The truth is, many people just believe that, oh, once I graduate from school, the next thing is for me to get married, forgetting that there is a place of you cultivating self. There is a place of you developing self, ensuring that your inner man has really been transformed and that you really understand what life is. Because many people go into this marriage thing blindly, thinking that, oh, the criteria for marriage is, oh, once I finish school, once I have done NYSC, then I'm qualified to marry, just for them to get married, and realize that their academic qualification is not enough to support your character in that marriage. Because character has to do with your ability, to have developed self. Many people are still selfish. You are just thinking about yourself, yourself alone. You don't care about your partner. You care less how they feel. You care less about your children. You are just after yourself. That is the reason why we get quite a number of complaints about men who don't want to work, who want to feed off their women. We get quite a number of complaints too about some women who don't want to support their husband. Why? It's because you are not seeing yourself as a family. You are not seeing yourself as someone that is meant to serve the others. You are just looking at yourself through your own individual eyes. Everything about you is, oh, my money, my this, my that. You don't want to share. You don't want to make sacrifices. You don't want to look at the eyes of the other person and feel their pains and put yourself in their shoes and try to see how you can help to make them happy or to relieve their burden. We don't want to do that. That is why it seems like this thing is hard. Now, another thing is, some fail to realize that, see, the other person you are married to is also an individual like yourself, with desires, with human breath in them, regardless of their gender, whether she's a male or a female. See, they also have aspirations in life. They also have inner struggles. They have things that they are chasing. They have visions as well. They have dreams. Now, when they get married and you suffocate that dream, you kill their vision. You make everything they've ever believed that they could live for or they would ever become alive. You make everything look like it's no longer in existence. Once they got married to you, you scuffle their dream. You take life out of them gradually with the way you pack them up with chores. You really assist. You barely lift your finger in the house to assist with anything. And this man or this woman is feeling like, what is this? What I subscribe for? They can't see the life that they should get, or the life they should draw from a marriage. Rather, they are seeing their life gradually leaving them. They are gradually passing out life as a result of the fact that they are married. Now, when people begin to feel like that, the next thing their instinct tells them is to leave, is to quit the marriage, because they can sense danger. Now, people don't just carry their bags overnight to say, see, I'm leaving. Now, the person that asked this question, that is it really hard for people to do the right thing? She was saying that because she's a legal practitioner, she was saying that, see, the cases she gets every day on divorce cases, are so enormous that when she listens to the parties, what conclusion she arrives at is that, why is it hard for people to do the right thing? That this person, based on your explanation, is because you have refused to do the right person. That is why the other person is filing for a divorce. Why do you people find it difficult to do the right thing? Now, see, even the Holy Book says that if you know what is right and you fail to do it, it is a sin. You know what is right and you refuse to do it, it is a sin. So ignorance is not an excuse in marriage. You should know what you're supposed to do as a wife or as a husband. See, once that thing you are doing is making life uncomfortable for your spouse, is making life unbearable for them, is causing them pain, is making life to leave them gradually, is making them to consider the thought of suicide, then something should tell you you are doing the wrong thing. You are not doing the right thing. You are not doing the right thing, especially when they speak out, when they communicate to you that, see, these things you are doing, I don't like it. You are hurting me. I don't want it this way. See, a wise man or a wise woman will listen to the cries of the emotion of the other person, to their yearnings. You will listen to what their complaint is and you will make amendment, because, see, when they are complaining like that, it should be a pointer to the fact that you are not doing something right. But for you to now conclude that, well, whether they complain or not, whether they find this marriage convenient or not, I'm just going to keep doing the whole way, keep acting the whole way, and I care less, what becomes of that spouse. The truth is, see, some of them will not endure it for too long. When the pain is becoming unbearable, when it's obvious, their life will gradually be taken away from them. So, see, when you know the right thing and you are not doing it, it is sin. And what is the consequences of sin? It brings reproach, it brings destruction. No wonder we see cases of divorce here and there, separation. Why? Because someone has refused to do the right thing, or even both parties have refused to do the right thing. See, when you refuse to do the right thing, it is normal, it is a natural phenomenon for the marriage to collapse when one party has refused to do the right thing. You as the man, if you are refusing to play your role as the man, see, being the head of a home or being the head is not just for title sake. It's not a chieftaincy title, it's work, and it's for you to really do it as a head. So you need a lot of character. You need to build your inner man, you need to build your stamina, your inner man. You cannot afford to be lazy, otherwise everything around your home will fall apart, your family will fall apart. See, that is the truth. They may not tell you this truth in some places, but we have that responsibility to tell you the truth, that see, it will fall apart. Don't think because it is called marriage or this institution is ordained by God that it cannot fall apart. See, even God expects you to work at it, to do the right thing. So if you refuse to do the right thing, it will fall apart. Same thing for the woman. You know what is right. You know what is paining the heart of your husband. You know the things that you are doing that he does not like. And he's telling you desist from these things. Yet you refuse to desist. Rather, you keep arguing with him. See, things cannot work like that, because you need to learn how to listen to their own emotional cries as well. Listen to what is paining them. See, I can be very sensitive, and I thank God for my life, because I try as much as possible to be understanding. I try as much as possible to put myself in the other person's shoes. So once once the other person says, see, this thing, I think I want you to adjust in this area. I think you can do it better like that. I think you should adjust this way. I listen. I don't say, oh, I own myself. Oh, it's my life. No, see, once you have subscribed to marriage, you must subscribe to changes. You must keep changing. You must keep adjusting. You must be willing to do the right thing. And above all, for you to do the right thing in marriage, you need the Spirit of God and the help of God. See, a lot of people blame not doing the right thing in marriage to the devil. They'll say, it's the devil, it's the devil, it's the devil. Fine, the devil is powerful, but it's not as powerful as people paint him to be. God has given us power also, to live right, So he said, I have said before you life and death, good and evil